Imagine, if you die, all your people come together to mourn, but also to feast and to celebrate. Imagine they had dozens of buffaloes sacrificed in your honor. And imagine you don't really die, but you're just moving on to the next world. Something like that happens in Toraja, Indonesia, a region that was most isolated for centuries but has now become a popular place for visitors all over the world. Not only is their culture and lifestyle unique in Indonesia, the landscape is beautiful too. And today we are discovering all of that with you. But first, we need to overcome some obstacles. The road from Makassar to Toraja was not a mean feat.
The road is not made.
It's really slippery.
It is not made at all. It's just mud. Oh my gosh.
Ouch. That hurt more than just my ego. But we're fine, we're fine. We're fine.
So we just fell, and it's just like, damn.
Everything's dirty now.
Yeah, we're all covered in mud.
Like full on the right side.
Everything. Hold on.
No,
Check us out.
Everything is just dirty now.
Whee!
Like fully in the mud, completely. I mean, it didn't hurt.
It kind of hurt me, but yeah. Well, we just
It's
need
really hard to drive. Like I think this is one of the hardest roads. I would like just driving in mud and I just slip.
I mean, look at that. Look at that. We were driving on those and it was going downhill. We have these kids playing what they call Lato-Lato. It's like this ball thing that they, you know, just sort of bounce around and makes this like sound, and yeah, they're really nice. We finally arrived Toraja, and Toraja is actually very unique place. It's landlocked in the highlands of South Sulawesi, and it is known for their dead ceremony, their burial ritual. And the rich in Toraja don't actually bury their deads underground. They actually like insert the dead inside caves and like inside cliffs, and yeah, just there's a lot of ways they preserve the deads here. And yeah, we are very excited to check out just what it's all about, really. Ubi rebus. Ya lumayan buat sarapan.
Biasa kalau ada ubi dari kebun saya bikin lemet.
Dari kebun mana?
Kebun bunga, kebun segala macam sayuran. Biasa saya buat tahu lemet, yang ubi kayu diparut dibungkus daun.
Oh, kayak pernah dengar.
Biasa saya bungkus itu, terus saya kasih tamu-tamu saya kalau lagi keluar tol.
Oh wow.
Tapi ini kita sibuk terus, tidak ada waktu bikin.
Tapi ini pasti enak. Ini nggak dikasih apa-apa, cuman direbus tok. Okay. Just waiting for Patrick to get his sweater, and Ibu Nobe gave me this sweet potato for breakfast, for the way, for the road. And we just talk a little bit, and she's the sweetest woman ever. And yeah, it's really nice.
Nice.
I will enjoy this for the road. Market of Toraja called Pasar Bolu, Pasar Rakyat Bolu actually. Yeah, we're just going straight into where the buzz is, really. And I heard that this is where they sell buffaloes and pigs for their ceremony, so let's see if we can find that. Toraja is a really fertile land, and it is known also for their really good coffee, which I still haven't tried. Yeah, I really want to try. I can't wait to do that. Namanya apa ini? Lato-Lato.
Lato-Lato.
So yeah, we're on the hunt now for the buffalo markets. Yeah, so I'm really interested in this because I just want to ask questions regarding like how they use it for the ceremonies. I mean, of course, like they eat the meat, but I think you could also even find like buffaloes that are like more than $1,000, even more than $3,000. So, and aside from that, I just kind of want to see the live buffaloes. I can already smell it. I can already smell the buffaloes. Okay, let's go that way. I see traditional houses also there, all lined up, so I'm assuming the buffaloes are down there.
Buffaloes are taking an important part in Torajan culture. When someone dies, they hold great feasts, including buffalo sacrifices, as they are necessary to prepare the deceased person for the journey to Puyo, the land of the afterlife.
To afford the buffaloes, the Torajans save up their whole life or keep them as pets until they sacrifice them. You can see the horns of bulls in front of many Torajan houses. The more they have, the higher their status. I think I stepped on poop. Anyway.
There's poop everywhere.
Yeah, this is basically what the people of Toraja live for. They save up for when somebody passed away, and then they held a huge event with like buffaloes and pigs and all that. And yeah, that's what they save up for. They will save up years and years just for this one event. And also these buffaloes cost between 30 to 250 million.
If they look different, even if the meat is the same, they are more expensive.
The cost of a Torajan burial is around $50,000 to $500,000. With the average income of $2,000 per year, a person had to save up their full salary for 25 years or more to afford the bare minimum. But what is that money compared to the afterlife? We're getting mee pangsit ayam, and soon after we will try the Torajan coffee right here, like near all the market and all the buzz. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that.
I like mee ayam pangsit, even if it's without pangsit.
They ran out.
Drinking the Toraja coffee for the first time. Wow, it's strong. It's like definitely different than wow, I feel like it's like really strong though. I mean, it's good. Try it. I wonder if it's just me or if maybe it's just a strong taste.
And it is very strong. It has an earthy tone and very acidic, high in acidity.
Why you say it in a British accent?
I'm just trying to be fancy with like my description. But it's good. It's really strong. Definitely wakes you up.
Apin.
Aku William.
William.
Ini Fabregas.
Fabregas. Oh wow.
Faiz. Akmal. Sukran.
Wow.
Wow.
Kalian satu kelas, satu sekolah?
Beda-beda. Ini sama, ini beda. Ini sama juga ini. Mereka bertiga sudah.
You wanna try to use the thing?
Which one?
Lato-Lato?
Lato-Lato. Bisa coba?
Ya.
Lato-Lato. Gimana?
Kasih masuk. Dikasih masuk jarinya.
They're good at it. Like it's harder than you think, huh? Salah ya? He's so good. Look at that. So our stomach is full and that coffee is refreshing. Now we're walking back to our scooter and we will go to the next destination, which is an ancient village called Ketekesu. See what's up there, see the traditional homes, do something a little touristy, but then also learn stuff. So yeah, let's get to that. Some Torajan people still follow the ancient tribal traditions and mix them with Protestant Christianity, which is the main religion in Toraja. The houses you see here, which are a trademark for the Torajan culture, are called tongkonan. There are different opinions about why they look the way they do. Some say traditional Toraja houses represent buffalo heads and horns. Others say they represent the ships the Toraja used to come to Sulawesi. But there is another belief. Some believe they resemble the starships that their ancestors used to come to Earth. So we're now in Ketekesu, and I'm standing now inside the traditional home of what an ancient Torajan person would live in. They live here normally. There's like around 2 or 3 rooms inside the whole hut, and this is like where they cook, and yeah, it's where they sleep as well. And this right here is what a burial would look like. Instead of like getting buried underground, they get buried high up there. And I assume, and this is probably where the rich and people with status are buried.
For Torajans, death is a very, if not the most important event in life. If properly prepared, one moves to Puyo, the afterlife. So, dying here means not to be dead forever, but to travel on to the next world. Deceased family members stay in a special room in their family houses for months or even years. They take part in the family ceremonies and are sometimes even seated at the dinner table.
This is also where they place the dead, and they make effigies of the people that were buried inside. Toraja is like really the place where they honor the dead. And we are heading up to where they also place people who have passed inside those little doors, inside the rocks.
That's a bit creepy, isn't it? And I look at those eyes of the kids like wide open.
These wooden human figures are called Tau. They accompany the deceased on their journey from the funeral house to the burial ground, where they watch over both the living and the dead.
As a child, I would be terrified.
I would be as well.
By the way, the more you go up, when you die, it's literally the higher you are, the higher your status is in your life. So yeah, probably the people up high, they were kind of more important than people down here. So what's interesting about this grave here is that it's in red and yellow, like 2 very colorful, very bright colors. And actually, like if you go to other places, it's not really, people don't usually wear red for a burial, for grief and all that. You know, it's like not what you connect to being dead, to being for a burial, you know. But here they use red, like it's the opposite, which is quite interesting.
The Torajan people live quite isolated, so isolated that every village was its own domain. There was not much that connected them, except for occasional feuds between them. Then, in the 19th century, the Dutch colonialists gained more interest in the region and started to change customs, religions, and the way of living. So we are in the middle of the highlands of Toraja right now, and we're looking for some villages that we can visit and more traditional houses. Really just like wandering around now. And over here we see a pig's den. Hello.
We think you get food from us, huh? But we don't have to. Hey, I didn't mean to. I mean, what's up? What's your name? Are you coming over here or what? I mean, I really don't have stuff. But I mean, I think you're supposed to stay there. I don't know what your owners say when you come over to say hi.
You think
Be a good boy. Go back.
They're really nice. I know pigs to be like really gentle and smart.
Yeah.
And nice.
I hope he's not smart enough to get over there.
So I think we are in one of rich man's property. I asked the boys like we could go film. But yeah, like this is a modern looking house, but like of course in the house, near the house is like the storage room where they store like rice and wheat and all that.
Nice. And there I see there's a Christian Christmas decoration already, and there's up there is a Jesus. There's a Jesus.
So right there is just beautiful geometry art of the Torajan culture.
So we are really up high in the mountains here, and we are like now not in a museum, but like in like real life example. So this is like, it belongs to one family with a big house. It's peaceful, it's quiet here. Very wet, it's raining all the time. Yeah.
Oh, mau dicuci? Iya. Oh wow. Namanya siapa?
Mana? Bento.
Bento. Tapi ini dipakainya kapan?
Di orang mati.
Jadinya cuman dibeli terus tunggu sampai
besar.
Sampai besar, terus kalau ada orang meninggal
Itu dipakai di sini.
Berapa orang tinggal di sini? Di rumah ini?
Yang di sini?
Ya.
5?
5. Satu
Besar.
keluarganya. Satu keluarga.
Satu keluarga.
Oh.
Itu tempat padi.
Tempat padi.
Iya.
Oh, berarti punya tempat, punya tanah padi sendiri.
Iya,
buat
padi.
Places like this you find everywhere in the Torajan Highlands. Little communities living in the traditional Tongkonan house. This place is a beautiful example of their way of living. Torajan culture mixed with Christianity.
It's Christmas time even with the tribes here. You have Christmas trees, and here is the Jesus. Jesus, yep, that's him. Christmas is all about this guy. Yep.
Iya, gabah.
Oh, berarti
Kalau mau angkat gabah naik kan susah.
ya.
Tidak ada isi biasa.
Oh, jadi ini udah nggak ada isi.
Anak foto betul teman-teman.
That's my baby. I've been riding this baby from Bali to Jakarta, and now even here in Sulawesi. Isn't that crazy? My little baby. My Lexi baby. Who would have thought this baby would be like beneath those houses here? So cool. You know what is inside there?
It's fermented dari pohon apa ini? Induk. Dari So yeah, it comes from a tree called induk. Difermentasi gitu ya?
Yeah.
And it's fermented, as the guy said. So yeah, we'll try it.
Ay, pero malo. Para ini mesti gimana kero?
Baru lupa.
Eh?
Itu lang bawa mereka timbunan. Ibu harus kenalin mau timbunan pira.
Itu kemarin pernah kaya.
Nice.
Yeah, you're lying.
No, I'm not. It's actually nice after a while.
I saw your face. You know, you do that a lot. You just make this face like you're disgusted, and then you just pretend it's good because it's the camera, and you like don't want to say something mean.
Well, I guess my face can describe it for you.
Yep.
Not
You
my
don't like
not
it.
my style.
Let me try. It's almost could be like coconutty, I bet. Like sour coconut.
It's like fruity.
It's for sure not my favorite drink. But like the aftertaste is interesting. It's like more nutty in the end.
So I don't follow the way of the Torajan, but just by being here, it got me thinking. What is life? What is death? Is it a taboo? something to be afraid of? Or is it something that I should just see as an integral part of life? Something that can even be celebrated? Thank you, Toraja, for giving me something to think about. And now it's time to move to the next destination in Sulawesi. We will go to Lake Poso, staying in a peaceful place that also happens to be a social NGO. Make sure you subscribe so you can follow us on our journey. See you in the next video.